Holy shit. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Good morning. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these. Just kind of been enjoying my new computer, honestly. I didn't even expect to take a bit of a break, but I feel like I've just been taking some time to get to know what my new computer's capable of. I definitely have been thinking of new ideas for content and videos, so you guys expect more shit coming soon. But I've just been taking a bit of time to myself and playing some fucking games. Figured I'd come back because Von Helton said something that was really worth talking about, and I have some other shit that I really want to talk about. So there's a number of things that we're going to be discussing this morning. What's up, people in the chat? We got fucking Bill Portley. We got that Amber chick. What's up, folks? We got fucking Jay Troido. We got people in the chat right now. Hope you guys are doing well today. I've been playing a fuck ton of Fallout New Vegas. I don't know if anyone in the chat here is a fan of fan of Fallout, but I didn't give Fallout a serious chance until just recently. Now that I have a computer that's actually fucking decent, and I looked into it. And I just was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna try New Vegas. I've heard the most good things about New Vegas from people that I'm friends with, so I gave that a try. And holy shit, that game, it's really engrossing. At first, I looked at the map and I was like, this is way too fucking small. Is this actually going to be a substantial game? But no, they pack a lot of content in that map. They make the best use of every NPC. New Vegas is fucking awesome. Might even play some of that on Twitch with you guys. I'm gonna probably finish my first playthrough solo, but I might do a second playthrough in a month or two, or maybe even just in a week or two. We'll see. Might do that on stream. I think that'd be fun. Oh yeah. Adam E's talking about the shit that Vaughn's about. Yeah, we'll get into that. Really. That'll be the first thing we talk about. I heart New Vegas. I need a 360 controller though. I still use a controller. I assume some people probably just use a keyboard and mouse for that game. But I don't know. I'm not quite at the point where I'm able to play Elder Scrolls games and Fallout games on keyboard and mouse. It just feels kind of awkward to me. I've just used a controller for so long. Anyway, so there's some shit that we got to talk about, folks. There's some shit that needs to be addressed. And I was on Tav's stream last night talking about it a bit. So if you want to see more of my thoughts on that, you guys can go check out Tav's stream. You should just check out Tav's stream anyway. We had a very good stream with a dude who I don't know much about. That dude, Gentleman Pioneer. I know some people don't like him. I don't know shit about him. But I thought he was entertaining in the first time I saw him. And we had a fun time with him, Drees, over on Tav's channel. It was a fun time. And during that stream, we addressed something that I felt that I also had to address here because it's just that fucking goddamn crazy. Yeah, you guys know what's coming. You guys know what's coming. But before we dive into this, I'll say hello to a few more folks in the chat. What's up, Cernian? Vaughn is a nut job. Yes, he is. He is indeed a fucking nut job. Security Monitor Lizard. I think I already said hi to you, but hello again. I believe Security Monitor Lizard is going to be doing a stream after this one, so you guys should go check out his shit after I'm done with this. We got Patch Adams 83. What's up, Patch Adams? We got fucking we got Panda here. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Vaughn, maybe Vaughn's just a dwarf with giantism. Has anyone ever considered that? Maybe that's why he looks so fucking weird. Maybe he's just a dwarf with giantism. You know what I mean? That's possible. It's fucking possible. All right, so this is Jason's very short video. I guess I should give some context. This is a really weird situation, honestly. That's why I felt the need to talk about this, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been talking about Vaughn and Shanny especially, a lot less, because I only really have something to add on them every once in a while. But this is just so goddamn sick and disgusting. So, all right, to give a brief rundown for those who aren't familiar with what's going on here. So, good old Von Helton, he was in, I believe it was a hangout with Brett Keane. He was in a hangout with Brett Keane, in which Revelation News was also there. They were talking with each other, right? And someone ends up walking by in the background of Revelation News' stream. It turns out that the person behind him the entire time was actually one of his kids. It was one of Shanny's kids. Because actually I refuse to acknowledge that as Rev's children. They're not Rev's children. He doesn't treat them like fucking... I mean, in all fairness, Shanny doesn't treat them like children anyway, but at least they're biologically hers. I can at least say that much. But yeah, one of the kids walks by in the background, And apparently Von Helton, he went on a stream later on and he was like, yeah, there was this really attractive woman in the background when I was talking to Rev on Brett Keen's stream. And it turns out that person that Vaughn thought was an attractive woman was Shanny's son. Shanny's like teenage fucking son. Yeah, I know. Really fucking disgusting, really weird. And the point that I made, and I don't know, I suppose I'll get into it after Rev kind of like dives into it. But to give like a brief summary of why this is so weird to me. It's really weird with that context, right? But a thing I think a lot of people are missing out on is that even out of context, that's really weird. Even if that was some chick in the background, just some random chick walking around in Rev and Shanny's house, for Von Helton to just casually like bring up the fact, oh yeah, there was a sexy lady there, that would be so fucking weird. So it's just extra, like a million times more worse and creepy when you actually put in the context of that Vaughn was talking about someone who is underage and not even the fucking proper gender. Like he literally fucked up at every single move. And the worst fuck up that he has to show is this terrible attempt at trying to reason this and trying to explain it. We'll get to that later. But first, let's see what Rev's whole explanation of this is, because the first thing I saw when I saw this video of his is, first of all, how can you say everything that you have to say about this in just 1 minute? There's no way you can encapsulate all your emotions about this if you're an actual proper fucking parent, which you aren't. There's no way you could properly capture your emotions about this in one goddamn minute. And also, I want you to notice something else. Notice the lack of anger in Rev's video here. And we're also going to see a little bit of fucking Shanny's video on the subject. And notice the lack of anger in her voice. It's like neither of them care at all. Neither of them give two fucks about what happened here. I've seen Shanny get more pissed off about trolls on the internet than get pissed off about Von Helton creeping on her fucking teenage son. It's absolutely disgusting. It goes to show that to her, she doesn't give a fuck. It's just another video to get clicks and views on. This is just another way that she's goddamn exploiting her children on the internet. You really think that she cares? I don't think that she cares. I don't think that Rev cares. They're just doing this video out of an obligation to do it and to make themselves look better than Vaughn, to fuck on Vaughn. They're not actually angry. I've seen Shanny angry, just like I said, at the trolls. I'm disgusting, but I'm not! We've seen her fucking punch out a fucking laptop. This is the one time in which I could imagine someone punching out a goddamn laptop and maybe having it be slightly justified if you heard something so heinous and fucked up as what Von Helton's saying here. But no, trolls on the internet, that's what gets Shanny in that position. Anyway, good morning, everybody. What's up, Harper? We got fucking Harper here. I forgot to promote in BDs. I don't generally promote in any other... What's up, by the way? I don't generally promote in any other servers until, like, after the stream. I just go promote in mine and TGRs. That's pretty much all. Because, like, if I spend my time doing all that shit, I'm gonna lose my fucking passion. I'm gonna lose my fucking, my mojo, you know? Alright, yeah. I think I actually will do, like, a comparison later on of, Shanny pissed off at the trolls and pissed off about what's happening here. But, anyway, let's get into this. I need to take a hit, and, I'll just play this full minute through so that you guys can get a good look at it.
All right. Now this goes out to my brother. All right, Vaughn.
I didn't even catch this, like, when I was first watching this, but the first thing that Revelation News has to say about someone who said something or did something so heinous and disgusting, misunderstanding or not, it's still really gross. The first thing that Rev thought to do is go on camera and call him his goddamn brother. Come at the... Like, why are you coming at Vaughn of all times? You've been hostile with Vaughn before, and now you're trying to go in with, like... What are you trying to do? Extend a goddamn olive branch? I said I wasn't going to talk over this.
All right, now... You don't have to be embarrassed or whatever, okay? But I really want...
Yes, you do have to be embarrassed. I'm sorry, I have to interrupt that one more goddamn time. Vaughn, you should feel absolutely fucking embarrassed. Just like I said earlier, even without the context that we have of who that actually was, what you said was still really weird and creepy. You should be embarrassed just for that alone, but the fact that we actually know who you were talking about now... that you should feel embarrassed, you should feel shamed, you shouldn't want to show your goddamn face on the internet, and you should already not want to do that, because you're fucking pathetic, you're a worm, you're one of the most disgusting people on this platform, that's why you got kicked off and banned multiple times. Oh, Jesus Christ. Get the fuck out of here. No, you shouldn't be ashamed of yourself. Fuck you.
I want you to tell the folks that are out there that when you were on Brett's show and you said that it looked like I was living with another woman that looked pretty nice, okay, that was my son, William. Now, you need to admit to the folks.
Oh my god. So, like, all that Rev is, like, going at this in such a casual manner. It's really weird, because later on, we'll see him, like, actually give Von Helton, like, some potential excuses. Like, I've never heard Von Helton talk about eating CBD gummies before. I've never heard about him gumming down any goddamn gummies. But Rev's just like, yeah, you can just say it was the CBD gummies or something like that. He's literally giving Von Helton excuses to get out of this situation. It's really sick and disgusting. As a parent, you should be outraged. That should offend you more than anything, hearing this type of shit about your child.
That you were like popping CBD gummies, or if you got medical cannabis or something, or you were too high or drunk. Were you drinking, Vaughn?
He was goddamn stone cold sober. He was stone cold sober. Hey, what's up, Grampy? Hope you're doing good, my dude. We got fucking Grampy in here. Hope you're doing good, GrampyLobster. You got Jack Ripper. Just remind him about the 100K he wasted on Shan Beast. He loves that. Yeah, he thinks about that every goddamn day. He probably thinks about it like every goddamn second of every day. Special shout out to Jack the Ripper, by the way. Not Jack the Ripper, just Jack Ripper. Special shout out to Jack Ripper. I really appreciate you. You've donated a lot to this show. Okay. Well, it's not really like a direct donation. It's more like you've gotten a lot of shit off my wish list, which I really appreciate. And I feel like that's in a way that's even more thoughtful. You know what I mean? To like actually get someone a gift and be like, here, I thought, you clearly like this, so I thought you might want this. I appreciate that shit. I just want to give a quick shout out. Like, that shit's important to me. I appreciate all of you, but especially those of you who go the extra mile. That means a lot to me. Sup, Annie? Sup, y'all? What's up, Ace? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Oh, shit.
Because, look, no one can look at that boy and say that looks like a woman, man. I'm sorry. So, now you're sobered up, Vaughn.
By the way, I don't know if this is the same fucking child that asked Shanny repeatedly to please not put their personal lives on camera or anything. And look, I suppose that in this situation, it wasn't actually like Shanny like airing their lives on there. It was literally just someone who walked past the camera, which out of context of it being Rev and Shanny, like, that's harmless enough. I mean, people are going to do that. They're going to walk past on camera. It's up to Vaughn to not be a perverted asshole with anything that fucking has a pulse. It's up to him to do that.
Admit to the public that you were trashed that night, and you saw something wrong. Okay.
Wait a minute. What? Dude, stop! You're giving him excuses. Oh yeah. Thank you for bringing in Ace. Ace is a good dude. He's a good fucking dude. Oh shit. There we go.
Okay. Holy shit, Vaughn.
That's it. And that's all she wrote. That's all she fucking wrote. Jesus fucking Christ. Rev.
Oh my gosh, how excited are you?
Oh shit. My autoplay was on, so it took me to this random dude. It's alright. I'm gonna bring something up else. I mean, oh jeez, I can't talk worth a shit today. Bring up something else. I'm gonna bring up Vaughn's take. I don't know who the fuck these people are. They're people. That's all that matters.
Where is...
Alright. Watching from the beginning, folks. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for hopping in anyway, GrampyLobster. You haven't heard me, like, give you appreciation yet, but you're fucking awesome. I just want to say that. Gizmo Duck, stop putting your kids online. Knock it off, you short-sighted. Oh, I assume that's the British swear word there. Yeah, no, it's appropriate. I almost said apropos. I feel like, I don't know, is that pretentious? Is it pretentious for me to say apropos? Should I? I don't know. Would it be apropos to use apropos here? What's up, Mickey the Ficky? Hope you're doing fucking well. I almost said this evening. that goes to show how fucked my sleeping schedule is. I almost called it this goddamn evening. What's up, John Doe? All right, let's continue. I believe it actually begins like right here. First, he plays Shanny's like explanation of the situation, and then Then he gets into it.
Making fun of him or bashing him. And I just want attractive.
Oh, here we go.
So apparently there's this clip going around of Vaughn finding my 14-year-old attractive. And I just want to put it out there to the public that I condone any making fun of him or...
Now, okay, I know that she's about to say that she condones people making fun of him and giving him shit, but, like, you see all this terrible bullshit, and you, once again, like, it's just like what fucking Jason said. The first thing he did was call Von Helton brother. The first thing you come on here and fucking say is I condone, with a giant pause before you actually say what you mean. When she first saw that, my mind was really afraid of what direction this was going in. I thought that she was going to come out and full on just defend Von Helton. That was going to be the most sick and disgusting thing ever. This is still very sick and disgusting because, like I said, this is completely different from how she acts with trolls on the internet. It's completely fucking different. And I'm going to show you that, actually. I'm going to show you that. Because it's on my Underhaven Gold channel, which I've been neglecting. It's on Underhaven Gold, and I'm going to show you this real fast, because I want you to see the stark fucking difference. Because I feel like I can tell it to you guys all I want, and it's not going to, like, drive the point home. I genuinely feel like it's really not, unless I just show you, like, the fucking difference here. Alright. Share screen. Fucking clear comms. Alright, here. I'm going to show you this, a little bit of this first. Look at her emotions here. This is, if she was acting in this outburst of emotion, I actually wouldn't mock her if it was for the reason of what Vaughn was saying. Because I could see a mother acting really fucking angry, like genuinely pissed off and vitriolic, and maybe even punching the fuck out of her laptop for hearing something like that of an old crusty pervert like Von Helton. But no, just trolls on the internet make her feel this way. Let's listen.
Human beings you are. Cruel fucking human beings who antagonize.
Alright, I'm moving to the end.
You don't try to help them out, even though they've helped you out. You tell them they're scum of the earth.
You tell them that their kids are sexy.
You say, get a job. You don't help. You don't say, I feel sorry for you. You don't say, I pray for you. You don't say you can do this. All you do is you say, you're destructive, and I'm not. I'm doing everything in my power to...
Where was that rage? Where was that rage? This is the one time where I could see that anger out of Shanny being justified, and she just doesn't even give a fuck. Doesn't even give a fuck. She lets her fucking husband go on the internet and give Vaughn suggestions for how to get out of it. Are you serious? I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't. But Shanny and Rev, even you can do better. At least I would hope so, but I guess not. I guess not. I would love to hope that even you two could do better, but you can't. You're the worst. You're the goddamn worst. You borrowing Billy's internet? If my internet's acting a bit sus, let me know. Usually it comes up and it lets me know here on StreamYard, but boyfriend, they aren't legally married, and they should never be. Like, they should never get married. Look, I would feel bad saying this about any other person. I genuinely would, but I'm really glad that Shanny, like, can't have kids anymore. I mean, she got her tubes tied. I wouldn't say that if she was infertile, even if I hated someone the worst in the world. I wouldn't say that about somebody. But the fact that she did it voluntarily, like, yeah, I'm glad that fucking happened. She should never have kids again, especially not with Rev. Like, he would be a terrible fucking father. He already is. Like, we already, like, saw the litmus test. How he treats, kids that aren't his, but, you know, he has, like, the ability to watch after. He treats them like shit, so he should not have kids of his own with Shanny or anyone else. It's not like shit, like, even if Rev hypothetically got with someone, like, who was a lot better for him, I still wouldn't say that he doesn't have the mental fortitude to have children, no matter who he is with. Even if he was with someone who really helped his mental health and did the exact opposite of Shanny, I still would not think that he should have children. And that's not like, look, just some people shouldn't have children. I don't think I should. I probably shouldn't. I mean, maybe one day I'll be in the position where I think I should, but I don't think I should, because I'm not responsible enough, and that's what it boils down to. Some people just aren't responsible enough, and Rev's not responsible at all. He can't even take care of himself. So when Rev was trying to have a solid relationship with Vaughn from last year, it was known there was a pattern of behavior, but now they have an issue with Vaughn. Oh yeah, because just like how Von Helton only called out Shanny when everyone else was to get like clout points, it was really a sick, disgusting thing where he's like, well, I'm not as much of an abusive parent as Shanny and Rev, so why were you guys not focusing on them 100%? Why'd you even acknowledge my presence? That was literally the arguments that he was making. So yeah, these people, they only bring up the shitty things that the other people have done when it services them and when they can use it for some clout and hopefully some donations, some easy views. That's what they want. I condone making fun of Scammy. Me too. Fuck Scammy. I condone making fun of her. I don't know. There's some things I won't make fun of people for. There's just some things I won't make fun of people for, no matter how much I hate them. But no, Shanny should definitely never have fucking goddamn children. I know she's expressed regret before that she got her tubes tied, but trust me, it was not a fucking mistake. If anything, it was one of the few moments of clarity you've ever had in your life. Honey, you're not fucking meant to be a mother. Never fucking try. Never fucking try.
Bashing him or correcting him at all for this because he's literally finding teenagers attractive. Thank you.
You're right. I mean, how could you be wrong in this situation? Because it's so easy to be right. It's like the biggest moron in the internet. Lucas Werner could look at this situation and be like, hey, Vaughn, what you said was sus. Like, even a fucking creepy weirdo like Lucas Werner, who's done weird-ass shit, too. I'm sure even they could look at this shit and be like, you know what, Vaughn? I don't know about this. I don't know about this. And Shanny, like, yeah, sure, you could point out that it's bullshit because probably anyone with a fucking brain could. Anyone smarter than Von Helton, which is, like, everybody could probably point out that this is, fucked up and shitty. But you're not angry about it. Where's that fucking anger that you were striking out your fucking goddamn laptop for like 3 months ago? What's up, Grampy? Glad you caught up. Okay, here's where Vaughn gives his take.
Alrighty, just when you thought...
Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at that fucking gaping hole. That's absolutely fucking disgusting. Hey, you say, when you stare into the void stares back at you, right? That's what it's like looking at Von Helton's goddamn gaping maw. Fuck.
Thought it was safe to get back in the motherfucking pool. Here comes this more motherfucking bullshit, right? And by the way, the little red sign says, we are live, we are live, we are live, and it is so.
You're addressing a really serious accusation. You're still gonna do like your little gimmick. That's like if I did a video on 9/11 and I still ended it with like, hey, stay toasty, everybody. It's like sometimes there's not a place to insert your goddamn catchphrase. This is a serious fucking thing that you fucked up, Vaughn. I don't even think you should show your face on the internet after saying something like that, but the fact you're going to do that and try and defend yourself, and the first thing you're going to say, like, it's like I said on Tab's stream last night. It's like if Brett Keane did a video or stream addressing his domestic violence situations, and he was just going on there and being like, well, it was a very individual situation. That's like, get the fuck out of here, dude. This is not the time for jokes. This is not the time for gimmicks or catchphrases. It's not the time for this.
I have checked my audio. My audio should be okay. No, let me check that again. I'm going to make sure my audio is fine. Because Windows loves to pod.
Wait, you didn't know about this, Grampy? Oh my god. Well, if this is your first time hearing this, I'm glad I could introduce you to it, kind of, because it's one of the most sick and disgusting things that Vaughn's ever done. Honestly, it kind of hurts to talk about it, really, because just shit I've dealt with in my personal life, with, shit when I was a lot younger, that's really fucked up. To hear shit like this from Vaughn, it's just, I don't know, hits a little bit too close to home. Hits a little bit too close to goddamn home. But, yeah, I've been taking a break from talking about Vaughn, too. I haven't talked about Vaughn in, I think, like 2 weeks. I don't blame you for taking a break, Grampy. In fact, you should probably continue it. You should probably continue it, man. I'll handle this fucking story. I'll handle this goddamn fucking story. I was kidding. Oh, okay. All right. But honestly, like a break from Von Helton for people like us who talk about this type of shit, it's valuable. I've been taking a break from Vaughn, and I don't regret it at all. I only talk about him when I literally need to, because I feel like if I didn't address this, it would be like the elephant in the room. Like, why the fuck didn't you talk about this really weird thing? One of the weirdest things Vaughn has ever done. Good morning, Anna. What's up, Jube? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Just like Rick Zilla, we covered it already. Hey, what happened to the fucking kaiju battle between Rick Zilla and Mothra J? That never happened. I was looking forward to that. Like, what the fuck?
Down my microphone. I don't know why. They keep saying it's the driver for the...
Oh my god! All right, I'm skipping ahead. I'm skipping ahead. He's gonna probably talk about this for like 3 fucking minutes, right? Like, wow, yeah, things are going on.
The video, which I happen to have a copy of. Imagine that. Imagine that. I
All
just happen to have a copy of
I'm
that.
taking a hit, y'all.
Let me
Smoke
see
'em if
here.
you got
Let me
'em.
Pull this shit up. And
Dude, have a little bit of professionalism, man. You're talking about serious accusations made against you, and you didn't even have the tabs up first. Can I get a link? Yeah, sure you can, GrampyLobster. Yeah, you totally fucking can get in here, dude. Let me shoot you something on Discord, my dude. There you go. You should be able to hop in here whenever you want. Girl Gilzy is the best Gilzy? Glizzy? Glizzy. I don't know. I'll be honest, dude. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If you want to elaborate in another comment about that, I'll totally read that one too. But thank you very much for the $5 super chat, my dude. What on this unholiest of hours have I stumbled upon? I did an explanation of this earlier. In short, Von Helton was a real creeper about one of Shanny's kids, and now he's trying to backpedal on it. Well, not even trying to backpedal. He's just trying to make excuses, which is even worse.
let's see where we at here. There we go. There's the one I want right there. Okay, let me find the right place. Okay. All right.
This is fucking riveting, isn't it, folks? I go to like shut my door for 1 fucking second, and I see this. I see this. We got GrampyLobster in here. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, man? You know, you're doing good. I caught up 12 minutes. I came in 12 minutes late watching, and I sped it up and watched you really fast. Yeah, this is some creepy fucking shit, man.
It's one of the creepiest things he's done, and that's saying a lot. Like, I don't say that lightly.
Oh no, I get it. This is weirder than all. This is Kelly 8.0, I guess. It just shows you how creepy Stinky's mind is. Just like, were you watching that one video that I think he was in with J-Dubs? And somebody was talking about a 15-year-old girl walking alone on a lake with a fishing pole fishing. And Vaughn went pervy city right off the bat, like, ooh, a lonely 15-year-old.
Yeah, I saw that. He like lit up, his eyebrows raised and everything.
Yeah.
He seems so fucking intrigued. Like,
yeah, it's like, oh, everybody would think something. And I'm like, no, if I saw something like that, I'd be like, oh, there's somebody out fishing.
Yeah, exactly, right? I just see a fucking human being out there fishing, but of course Von Helton sees something really fucked up in his head. Like,
he's like in the old days when they had before like internet porn and stuff, you know, they had books, you know, erotic novels and stuff, you know. To me, that was like, I think Von spent so many years just creeping and like reading like what was it, that Penthouse Forum type you're not old enough to remember Penthouse Forum.
I get what you mean, though. He probably just sees that shit everywhere. It's like, well, okay, well, we can just take another example. He does that with fiction all the time. I mean, he thinks he's all these comic book characters. He probably reads these comics, and he self-inserts himself. Probably does the same thing with like those erotic novels, just like
yeah. I mean, I understand how in this day and age where people will use movies as references for, you know, I mean, I've been called everything, you know, like with my hair, you know, people make Harry Potter comments or Lord of the Rings comments with my hair, and I've been told I look like Geldof, and which I still have no idea who the fuck any of these people are. So
yeah,
I don't know if somebody's like making fun of me or giving me a compliment, you know, but I don't care. But or even some of these the newer movies, you know, oh, you remember like in so and so movie this happened and so that's real life to Stinky. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
makes so many references about movies that he doesn't know how to make a reference about real life.
And it's obvious why that is, too, because, like, his real life is so sad and pathetic, and he's not willing to do anything to change it, that he has to, like, build his own reality, shape his own reality around him.
Did you watch the interview that Secular Opinion did with Patch Adams?
I did not.
You need to. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do. But there's a little backstory on, because apparently this guy's mother or aunt or uncle or something went to school with Stinky and knew him, and they used to call him Stinky Eugene. So I guess I'm not the one that penned the name Stinky originally, but yeah, next time he will blame Grampy's Ron.
Yep.
But I've actually heard that he's nervous about that shit. You know, because that's one reason why he keeps wearing that red shirt, and now he's wearing the mellow yellow shirt. I mean,
hey, didn't someone tell him that red shirts always die first? I mean, get it together. God damn.
Jack Ripper, I'm an old fucker too, Grampy. I'm a penthouse for him. Yeah, they always started off, the stories always started off with like, you know, I always thought the stories in Penthouse Forum were true. I thought they were always made up. And then I went on a car ride, you know, and I met Alice, or I met, you know, let me tell you this story, you know, it's like, and some of it, it's like, you know, it's, you know, some guy jerking off in a fucking closet somewhere writing that shit down. But
my aunt, uncle, and dad went to school with Vaughn. Oh, that's Patch Adams?
Yeah.
That's the person you were talking about? Right there in the chat.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, apparently Stinky loved to be, he had a love affair with wall walkers.
What?
I don't know, when I was in school, God, I remember my freshman year, there was this girl who got, I just remember walking down a hallway one day at an outdoor corridor, and there was a girl upside down in a trash can with her panties up around her fucking ankles.
Oh my God.
You know? And I was like, damn, this is high school. Fuck, I'm screwed. But there used to be, I mean, I've watched, admittedly, I had my head put in a toilet once. You know, I walked into a bathroom without saying it's cool with all the smokers, and I got jumped, and, you know, Vaughn got knocked the fuck out. Yeah. And I was picked on. I mean, God, a lot of kids were picked on, even kids that picked on other kids. There was always somebody that, but God, even the special ed kids probably beat up fucking Vaughn.
Yeah, I mean, no, because like he's so unpleasant to be around. Listen, I doubt that was any fucking different when he was Karate Kyle. You know what I mean? Yeah. I doubt it was any different back then. I'm sure he was just as much of an asshole as he is now. Because how do you turn into someone like Vaughn if you're not? If you have to be shitty from the start to end up this fucking goddamn pathetic, right?
Well, his parents had him at an advanced age.
True.
So you probably didn't tie to a baseball fence.
like Ma Helton must have been like a terrible mother, right? That has to be it. Because like, how does someone get to be this bad if they don't have like either neglectful or really bad abusive parents? Like, I don't know. Like, so what's up with Vaughn? I don't know how he got to this point. That's what really confuses me.
Oh, he lived in Killeen, Texas, the same time Vaughn did. There was a guy that was perving on my mom. I'm convinced that.
Oh my God.
You know what? Honestly, I knew people. Like I was in the Army about in '82 when Vaughn was. I was between Fort Sill, Oklahoma, and Fort Polk, Louisiana, and I knew people that were stationed and lived in what is it? Killeen, Texas is Fort Hood, I think. Anyway, but I knew people that lived in Killeen, Texas. I had friends that lived in Killeen, Texas. My first wife had big tittied stripper whore had connections to Killeen, Texas. You know, but I never heard of like a bunch of pimps and gangbangers, and I mean, not that Killeen, Texas is that much of a good town, but
I mean, hey, anything's possible in Vaughn's head. Well,
yeah,
we should probably continue a little bit with what he has to say.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks for joining me, by the way.
I just hope Rick. We need to find out if Rick Zilla covered this.
Oh,
because if he has, then you know he might be. You know, I got some shit from a couple of people for giving Rick Zilla crap.
I mean, like,
and I'm like, well, fuck me. You know, I mean, I've watched your streams before. I've watched the Geek Room streams and stuff that have covered things that I cover and stuff. And I've never gone in somebody's fucking side chat and going, hey, I already covered that. Or didn't I already cover?
Yeah,
like, fuck you, dude. I mean, not that a lot of people watch my shit, but nobody watches Rick Zilla.
Yeah, exactly.
Except for, you know, but...
And look, here's the fucking thing too. Like, I know he's a viewer of mine, but he keeps giving people things to like fuck on. You know what I mean? If you stop doing that, it's not like people would just continue like, you know, giving him shit. But he keeps doing stuff like that. It's like we're all different. At least I'd like to think so. We're all different. We all have our different own perspectives. We can give different takes and offer different, like, you know, different experiences through our content by talking about the same type of videos. Just because I talk about something or you talk about something, it could be two completely different streams, because who knows what direction our chat's going to go in? Who knows what direction we're going to take? You know what I mean?
Well, like with me, I mean, I kind of take a different, like a somewhat different route than some people when it comes to Stinky, because I'm in that same age, you know, so
True.
A lot of things that Stinky will say, I understand how, like the time period where, geez, yeah, people used to say shit like that. Or, I mean, I came from a very conservative family. Okay. Like I've told people before, I came from a Nixon family. When Nixon had to resign, it was a sad day in our house, you know? So I understand. And I was probably considered a conservative up until, 12 years ago?
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm a very recent, in a lot of ways, convert to more of a liberal, not as liberal as some people think, but because it gets crazy sometimes.
Yeah,
but,
it does. It does.
But still, you know, so I know I'm familiar with a lot of like rhetoric, like Fox News and.
It makes it easier to combat that shit, though. Really
Yeah, because like, you know, like when Vaughn talks about certain things, you know, like his time in the Army, I'm more familiar without knowing the exact situation that he was in. I'm more familiar with his situation, than a lot of people, except for one, actually know. That's why I can call bullshit on Stinky so fucking easy, because we have a little bit more in common than he fucking seems to think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, you're able to call him out on shit that he can't just straw man and be like, it's just a bunch of kids who don't know what they're saying. Because that's what he said about me multiple times. He's dismissed me based on the fact
Underhaven.
Yeah, these kids who were like probably like 16 years old. He literally tried to like say once that I was a goddamn teenager. I wonder why his mind went immediately to that.
Oh yeah, because that's what, you know, that's as far as his mind has gotten when it comes to sexuality, or I mean, he doesn't find women his own age attractive. He doesn't find them sexually appealing. I mean, I've always found
secular interview, right?
Yeah, the older I get, you know, I mean, I remember when I was younger, I'd see somebody that was older and I'd be like, oh my God, look at that old person, right? And you get older and you go, yeah, that doesn't look bad, you know. But Stinky still has that 20-something-year-old petite, you know, fantasy that he probably had his entire life, because he liked the girls when he was in school, but none of them would have anything to do with him.
Sadly, so he's probably going to take it to his grave. It's sad but true.
Yeah, so he's continuously fought his entire life for that one thing that he could never get, was that young, cute high school girl type, you know, age. I mean, that's just my opinion. You know, and I found that with a lot of creepers that seem to, like, you know, find 16-year-old girls, 14-year-old girls cute. I mean, yeah, they're cute. They're pretty girls and stuff like that, but not, you know, they can be, but not in a way of like Stinky. You know, he wants to.
Yeah, like, he has really nasty, disgusting thoughts involving that, where it's like anyone else would look at someone like that and be like, oh, you know, in a wholesome manner, you know, like, okay, this person, you know, this person looks okay. But like, goddamn, of course, Von Helton has to make it something weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I sit out on my balcony, whatever you want to call it. I like people walking down the street, driving and stuff. And I'll see people like walking down the street. I'll see kids playing and stuff. And nice looking kids, you know, pretty girls or handsome, you know, whatever. But I don't sit there and go, wow, I wonder what she'd be like to fuck.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's exactly where Vaughn's head goes immediately. It's really weird. Like, and that's the thing. Like, generally, this is just how I am. But I look at people and I just see generally fucking people. You know what I mean? I just generally look at. I don't have these really sick, twisted thoughts in my head. I don't know. I can't even like think about someone in a sexual manner unless I actually know them and I like them and I know them personally. So
well, yeah, I mean, it's one thing if you're out somewhere, and everybody's done it. That person walks by and you kind of give that double take and you go, "Oh my God, if only." Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but generally that's not something you go and say on the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and there's been a couple times, admittedly, my wife has said a couple. She goes, "That's a good looking guy," and I'm like, "Yeah, you damn skippy he is," Or I've
wait, Stinky perved on his aunt? That's lame.
Oh yeah, and then her boyfriend came up and punched Stinky in the head. And one hit, he hit the ground, and yeah.
Man,
touching girls' butts. Well, do you remember when Stinky had that video where he said that if you want to go out and meet a woman that you don't know, you better have 2 witnesses, and one of them should be a cop?
What?
Because the first thing they're going to do is claim that.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
No, they're not. Like, just be a regular human. This is the fucking thing that Von Helton doesn't understand, because he doesn't treat women like people. He treats them like objects, like actually. And very few people actually fucking do that. I feel like these days. I feel like a lot of people have moved past that, but Vaughn still lives in that fucking age-old mentality. It's like, yep, the women, her only purpose is to fuck and make food. It's like, it's not that simple.
Well, that's why he wanted Indigo Butterfly and Ms. Parker, because
it's almost like they're, complicated human beings just like men. Wow, that's crazy. Imagine being Stinky. Jesus.
No.
You're just like, no? All right, well. Let's dive into Stinky a little bit more.
Let me share this with you. Okay, now as you can see in the upper left-hand corner, there is Rev, and the light to the stairs is on. And I saw this individual. I had no idea who the fuck it was. No idea. I had no idea who the fuck it was.
Then why did he say anything?
Someone with very long hair.
Seriously, then why did he say anything? Very long hair. No, the kid's hair is pretty long, but it's nowhere near the length that Stinky's. My hair is that long.
Yeah, he's trying to make it out like it was fucking Goldilocks or something like that. Like, I'm sorry, Vaughn, but it's just not the case. And that's the fucking thing, too. There's the point I was trying to make earlier, is that even out of the context of who it was who walked by, it's still a really weird and creepy thing to say about just some random person in someone's house. Yeah. You know what I mean? On the internet. And it's one thing to think that in your head, but it's really weird to go out and actually say that, especially given the context, because that makes 1,000 times weirder and creepier.
I have a friend who has issues with going out. Well, I mean, okay, so do I. But this person thinks that if they look around, that people will think they're staring. And I told him, I said, look, everybody stares. Everybody looks around. Everybody's, observing things in different ways. Everybody's staring at the goofy looking person, right? The thing is, not everybody blurts shit out. Not everybody like googly eyes the motherfucker and goes, "Oh, look at the crazy guy,"
Most people have a filter, and if they have a thought that's not so great, if they have a thought that's not so great, they'll think to themselves, "Wow, that's really fucked up. I shouldn't think that," and then they'll move on with their day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or I'll kind of like nudge my wife and go, "My God, look at that!" Right, and then we'll kind of like move on or something, or she'll even say things like, "I know this is really wrong, but my God, look at that," and I'm like, "Yeah, well, you've been around me too long now." But that's it. Everybody does it, it's and nobody makes a big deal of it. It's not, I mean, but Stinky, he's got this. Yeah, he's just got this people watchers. Yeah, exactly. Sky's falling. I mean, like when I first saw Andrea, thank you, Adam. When I first saw Andrea, when I first found out about Von Helton years ago, I had recently become an atheist and all that shit. So I was looking up everything atheist this and atheist that and secular this. And that's how I found secular opinion, actually legal. Seriously, that's how I came across Von Helton. But when I first saw it, I thought, oh my God, they're making fun of this old man and his daughter,
Yeah,
And-
I got that impression too.
And somebody was like, "No, that's his wife." I'm like, "Was she like 14?" You know, and
it's funny you bring that up because one of my hosts on my podcast, Underhaven Swegta, thought the exact same thing. I'm pretty sure he thought the exact same thing when he first saw Von Helton's video. I remember him saying something like that. Is that his daughter or something? Like,
yeah, seriously. I was like, wow, man, that's creepy, man. He's, you know, and then it's like, no, that's his wife. And then it was explained to me how she got there and stuff. And
imagine diving into Vaughn for the first time. Honestly, that's kind of why I talk about Von Helton at kind of I talk about him fairly regularly, but not as much as I used to, because I feel like if you saw Von Helton for the first time, a lot of people who don't know the context would look at it and just think that I'm bullying some old man who thinks he's Doctor Strange.
When he picked up Mouse from the bus station, he couldn't even wait to get her home. He took her in the bathroom at the bus station and started banging her there.
He's a sick and disgusting man. Like, it's not something that you can... I mean, you could tell that he's fucked up in the head and really stupid based on any given video, but it takes a while. It takes a while of actually looking into Vaughn to realize just how fucked up in the head he is. And we're always learning more, too.
Now, admittedly, I can... Admittedly, I have had bathroom sex before, but it was in a bar and she was... over the
wow, consenting adult.
Crazy shit in the 80s, folks. I'm just saying. But you know, but yeah, just like meeting somebody and he's like, "Oh, no woman had ever touched me and nobody would come near me." And then Andrea, have you heard the bus story about his story he talks about when she picked her up from the bus station?
No, what's the bus story?
Oh my god, gee whiz. I've got the video somewhere. He talks about it where it was like a love story right out of a romance novel. You know, he saw her there, you know, there was all these boxes and bags and there was her, you know, little eyes. And he knew he was in love and he picked her up and twirled her around. And there was a black gentleman there going, "My God, what's wrong with you?" And Vaughn looked at him and said, "I'm in love." And all this stuff. And it was, oh my God, it was touching. It was, you would have needed a Twisted Skeptics in the house. You would have needed I had a box of Kleenex. I mean, it was.
That's all made up shit in Vaughn's head, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Basically, he snuck Mouse into the trailer because, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because he's a fucked up individual. Makes sense. Jesus fucking Christ.
Then you take a schizophrenic off their medication and, you know, wonder
That's
why
all I saw was an
God.
entity with very long hair going up the stairs.
Did you say entity?
And then I saw a black cat come down the stairs. That's all I got to see. Now, Rev is sitting right fucking there. So the question, class, is if that was their child, why didn't Rev speak?
You're literally talking down to me like I'm a goddamn child when you're... Okay, first of all, don't do that. That makes it even creepier.
He talks to everybody like they're stupid, like they're kids.
Yeah, but he's literally doing that. Look, it's really weird, especially in the situation. That's all I'm saying. It's really weird.
Speak up. Why didn't Rev say, "Hey, that's just my kid, ignore him"? I mean, wouldn't that be the normal thing to do? Yeah.
Wouldn't the normal thing to have done is just literally not say anything?
Yeah, normally, people brought this up during Tav's stream, too. I'm not sure who brought it up, but normally by that age, it's like, yeah, I mean, kids walk around the fucking house. They go about their business. They do their own thing. It's like they're neglectful parents, but at that age, I mean, kids are allowed to at least have some more independence, and you're not going to be saying hello to them every time they walk by. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's not what my parents did when I was around that age. It's like they mostly left me to myself. They obviously they fed me. They would check in on me. But,
well, as long as you've got a roof over your head, clean linen, and clothes, it's not neglect.
Yeah, that's way more than Rev and Shanny offer them. So,
and at least in Rev's defense too, you know, he's looking at his screen. He's trying to pay attention to the dipshit.
That's true. Yeah,
and stuff. So he may not even have noticed, you know, Shanny's kid, you know, like walking by.
Wow. What a surprise. Rev and Shanny don't notice their children. I think that's happened pretty much every single day and will until they're independent enough to hopefully get the fuck out.
Well, until one of them tries to drop the cat, you know, and then Rev's going to threaten to kill him. You know?
Oh, yeah. Again.
I just said that. I was upset. I wasn't really gonna kill the boy.
You heard my point I was making earlier
Yeah.
about like where was that anger out of Shanny regarding this shit right here? Like,
oh yeah, exactly. You know,
Shanny, you can't see Shanny because she's not on camera, but Shanny is over here to the, let's see, it would be his left, our right. Shanny is over to his left, our right, off camera, but she's there too. And Shanny never said a word. Hey, that's my kid. She never said shit. Rev never said shit. None of them said a goddamn word.
why do they have to?
Yeah, it's not their goddamn duty to explain every time their child comes on camera. Hey, Von Helton, this is our child on camera. Please don't perv on them. Is that what you wanted to hear? Because like,
hey Vaughn, this young man has some kind of long hair, you know, longish hair. So it's not a girl, you know, and he's flat chested. Like, I don't know, maybe he saw the longish hair and flat chest, and he thought of Andrea. You know, because she was the carpenter's dream. You know?
Oh my fucking!
Because remember, we were all jealous that Stinky had an attractive.
Look. Even though I've heard she's a piece of shit, still no insult to Andrea, but I don't think she was like some crazy catch that everyone should be impressed.
Oh
about.
yeah, well, according to Stinky, man, we were all jealous that he got some hot petite.
The only thing that like boggles my mind about that is that Von Helton was able to like convince any woman at all to stay with him for any period of time without payment.
Well, she tried to leave once, came back, and then had to leave twice. You know, so yeah. Well, then there was the Greyhound bus incident.
Greyhound bus incident.
Damn fucking Father Judgment. Charlie Miller didn't do anything to stop it. You know what I mean?
I'm hearing about like there's all these things I don't know about Von Helton. Even though I've been talking about him for like 2 years now, there's still so much I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, his ex-wife, you know, Andrea, she liked the boys. She had she liked darker gentlemen.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and she got 2 guys to tag team her on a Greyhound bus, and
of course,
Vaughn and even the newspaper. Andrea initiated everything, but Vaughn was so convinced that she got raped on a bus, and Father Judgment, Charlie Miller, did nothing to stop it. You know, he could have, but because Charlie Miller hired these black guys to ride the Greyhound bus in Tennessee or some shit and wait for Andrea to get on the bus.
You know, call this controversial, but it sounds like a bunch of made up bullshit.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought maybe that was something Charlie Miller might do. You know, I mean, it makes sense the way Vaughn was talking about it. You know,
I'm gonna do like an animated series someday about Von Helton, but I'm gonna have to change it so that it's not like copyright infringing. So I'm just gonna call it like out of Stinky's head, and it's gonna be all the crazy shit in Von Helton's head, like made reality on the fucking page.
Stinky Von Poopy Pants.
Yeah, Stinky. Yeah, every other fucking episode is gonna be a different reality that Von Helton lives in from any fucking day, because like there's a lot of material to come from, because Von Helton's like reality is different in every video he explains.
Well, it also depends on the timeline too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. There's multiple timelines, and there's the multiverse. There's the multiverse too. Yeah.
There's the Space Marine days, you know, and there's the
Punisher game. I mean, the Gummersher days. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean that his battles at the Canadian border.
My God,
were legendary. You know?
Oh yeah. He's also Logan. He's also fucking Wolverine.
Not one. Why? Why is that, guys? Why is it that they never said one fucking word?
It's not their obligation.
I didn't know who that person was. I thought they were.
And yet you perved on them anyway.
I've lived in a duplex. Well, Vaughn, what's a duplex? A duplex is where you live. You're one.
Oh my God, we're not all as stupid as you.
Family lives.
Remember, he went to real estate law school.
They have a communal living room and kitchen that they share.
Sure.
Okay. A lot of older buildings are set up that way.
I live in a building that's over 100 years old.
One family on the left, one.
I live in a building that's about 100 years old. It was built early 20th century. Okay. It's an apartment building, you know, some people, you know, with what, 5 apartments. Okay. But it's stacked up. It's not, you know, they call them tenements or whatever. Everybody has, we have a common stairwell. Okay.
Sure.
And that's like, literally the only, and we have like fire extinguishers.
You aren't walking around in each other's houses. Like,
no. No, I've never been. I've been in, 10 years here? I've actually been in one other apartment briefly when they got some mail one day that was delivered to my mailbox.
Well,
Well,
sure, like but like that happens with neighbors too. Like that's happened with our neighbors. So like that, shit like that.
We don't
happens
share
again.
a bathroom or a common space. The closest thing to a common area is the front porch, or maybe the parking pad that we.
And look, here's the fucking thing. Like some apartment complexes, they do have larger common areas, like a lobby. Like a lobby, or even but why would Rev be streaming in one of those? Like, why would Rev be streaming there? That's the fucking thing. And you know what? Here's the point to make, right? And this is why. Well, this is why obviously I don't believe it, but this is why this should even drive it home to Von Helton's thick skull. Why? Why would you do all this mental gymnastics in the span of, while you're making an argument, by the way, he's making an argument on stream, and you're doing all these mental gymnastics in your head, like making all these conclusions? No, I'm sorry, I don't believe that this was what happened in your head. I believe that this is some shit that you made up after the fact to make it look less bad, but I don't believe that your mind actually works that fast to make this argument off the top of your dome, continue to make this type of observation in the back of your head, come to this conclusion that leads to this conclusion and this conclusion. You can't do all that in the span of 5 seconds. I'm sorry, you can't. Your brain doesn't function that fast because nobody's does. Nobody can do that type of shit. Oh my God. I'm sorry. If it seems like I'm pissed off, it's because this is a really sick and disgusting thing that you did.
No, it's okay. I mean, look, everybody has had that. It's okay to have that stinky Von Helton moment where you just go, you know what? Fuck. I'm going to go off today. It's purely, it's natural. I think everybody, even secular opinion, he's gotten harder on Stinky over the years. He used to poke at him more, and stuff. And now he's even gotten, all right, but yeah, it's very common for people to just have that rage that I've done it multiple times.
Oh yeah, no, well, here's the thing, right? Because as I mentioned earlier, I try to talk about Von Helton a little bit more sparingly these days. So whenever I talk about him, it's about him getting his channel banned or something like this. It's always something very, very serious. That's the only time I can really even tolerate to talk about him these days. And some people talk about him more, some people talk about him less, to each their own. But I talked about him today because this is just one of the stupidest things I've ever seen him do, and I would feel wrong if I didn't address it. I'd feel like I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, sure.
It's something that bears. I appreciate you coming on here to join me because it's been a fun time.
One family's on the right, and then you got the living room and the kitchen in the middle. And I thought they were renting a duplex, and I thought maybe that was another couple.
What you get for thinking?
That's what I thought. I had no fucking idea their children were completely grown.
He was thinking. That's the problem, Vaughn. You didn't goddamn think. You never think. You never think. Like you don't have a goddamn filter. Like. Sometimes you need to think before you speak. You don't have to do that every time, but you generally should, unless you want to make yourself look like a jackass.
Because nobody, not even G-Man, told me their kids were grown. Nobody, not a troll, not G-Man, not Beckel. Nobody told me.
So somebody has to give the background history.
Somebody told me they had kids. I'm assuming they're toddlers or.
We're telling you now.
No, he knew that because he's taught. He knew, he's.
Oh yeah, I mean,
it makes it sound like they've never talked. They've.
They were best friends for a while. They've supported him financially. I'm pretty sure. Haven't they donated to Vaughn or the other way around or something that? There was a time where Rev and Von Helton had a very good relationship. Good relationship.
Well, he called him brother, remember? And
just earlier. Yeah, that's the fucking thing. He called him that just earlier. He's still trying to be cordial with Vaughn. It's
12 and 14 are not grown. Yeah, you're right. I mean,
you know what? That's the ultimate proof, in my opinion. That's the ultimate goddamn proof, in my opinion, that Revelation News is not worthy of calling himself a father. The fact that he just doesn't even give a shit about this. I mean, I know it's already been proven multiple times, but,
Yeah, I mean, I don't have the best... I didn't have the best bonding skills because just the way I am, and stuff. But... And that's another reason why I could see with Von Helton with his kids, right? Because growing up, I have an issue with bonding, which I bonded with my kids. They're in their 30s now, more now than I did actually when they were kids, because of the situation that we were in. so when I would see Vaughn like pick up his kids or even his dog, pick it up, put it down, pick it up, throw it away. You know, like, get out of here. You're bothering me. Yeah, I thought kids were toddlers at 3, 4, 5 like that. Oh my God, Todd's in here. He's going to start making sense. My God,
Vaughn's kids are 12 and 13 now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. In the case of actual people who are actually parents, like I get, because I've heard multiple parents say before, like my kids will always be my kids. And I get what they mean by that, but like Von Helton doesn't have a right to say that because he clearly doesn't give a fuck about his kids. They're just like. I feel like Von Helton to his children, they're just like a trophy that he props up. Like, look at me, I had two children. You know what I mean?
he was lucky, or he got to the point where he got to impregnate a half retarded schizophrenic that didn't know any better. When he thinks of kids, he thinks toddlers. Yeah.
Oh my God. What?
Yeah.
Okay, that's really weird then. Yeah, because like he's not even saying that thing that some other parents do. So I can't. Damn, whenever you try and give Vaughn the benefit of the doubt, it always bites you in the ass. It's like, nope, no, he meant this other thing in the sickest, disgusting way possible.
Well, the thing that I really, I mean, Todd, he's I think I'm old. I got to be older than Todd. But even Todd's old enough. Todd's probably got kids that are grown. I don't even think Todd's as old as Stinky. Stinky's 58.
He's way older than he looks. Like, wow.
Yeah, but I'm 61. But so I'm 4 years older than Vaughn, and the last couple of years I've aged a little bit rough, But my kids are in their Todd's 55. Todd's got grown kids probably, okay, and probably grandkids. Okay, I've got grown kids. I don't have grandkids, but if you want to spend $2.99 a month, folks, I will be more than happy to be your Grampy. But I don't know. His idea of your kids are 21 and 20. Okay, so it just his idea of life is just. I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Look, I'm stoned out of my gourd too. It's for everything.
Yeah, I shake my head a lot of times with Vaughn or how he comes up with stuff. Todd's got a 3-year-old.
5 years old, whatever. I was not expecting them to be grown adults. Not at all. Okay, so when I saw this person going up the stairs, I'm like, yeah, probably another couple.
Ah, Jesus.
They're renting a duplex. And how many times has the troll said that they're living with G-Men? How many times have they said that?
I thought they were for a time. I don't think they are, but I thought they were for a little bit at least. Right?
My point was that Vaughn's oldest daughter has been on cam many times. Absolutely.
I mean,
he grilled her like a fucking district attorney, cross-examining.
I mean, that's the fucking thing. Like, there was a point in time where like Rev and Shanny were saying this type of shit. I'm sorry, where Von Helton was saying this type of shit about Rev and Shanny just like 3 months ago, right? Or when Rev and Shanny like were being covered nonstop by the media and a ton of people on YouTube, and Von Helton was trying to cash in and be like, "Why the fuck were you talking about me this whole time? You should have just been talking about Shanny."
Oh yeah, and their kids had literal shit and piss, I mean, disregarding what they found in his house when his kids were literally shitting in the fucking vents and between the bed slats. And I didn't even know beds had slats anymore.
Yeah, but Rev doesn't even know what that brown stuff was.
Okay, could have been one of G-Man's girlfriends for all I fucking know.
One of G-Man's girlfriends?
I had no idea who the hell that was. I've never seen their children. And I sure as fuck didn't think their children were grown adults.
They're not.
They're not. That's the whole point. Wait a minute. Okay, this is him making the video response with the information he knows, and he's like, yeah, they're grown adults.
Yeah,
isn't that telling?
Creepier
That's really
and
telling.
creepier. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No fucking idea. Now, Shanny in that video you just heard said that her kid was a minor. That didn't look like no fucking minor to me.
Yeah, it did.
Grown adult.
Wow. So that
What?
looked like a full-grown adult, not a minor. Can you imagine?
What?
Okay, just that. Okay, just by if I didn't know that was Shanny's son, I would have thought, okay, still that's a boy, or a male, whatever. But a young kid, you know, I mean,
Yeah, it's a fucking kid.
yeah, not. Oh, hey, look at that chick walking up the steps.
Like, he knows that now, and he's still going around and being like, I didn't know it was a grown-ass adult. Like, it's not. You know it's not.
The easiest thing, which Stinky doesn't know how to do, but the easiest thing that he could have done to back his way out of this was, you know what? I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I thought it was a chick, you know, my bad, you know. That would have been
That's the best he can do. Like, honestly.
that would it would have been like, okay, you know, okay, sure, kid's got long hair, whatever, real quick, you know, a corner of my eye.
Still really
whatever.
weird and creepy, but you know, he's doubling down basically because he's not even admitting any fault. He's like, "What the fuck? No, it's Reverend Shanny's fault." He's blaming everyone but himself.
That's what you let the child have fucking long hair. I mean, my God, what are you doing? Feeding your kids? They're getting tall. You know what I'm saying?
You know that meme that's been going around about how Vaughn's always the victim and everything? It's really true because he's making himself the goddamn victim in this when he clearly made a massive mistake that he needs to be held accountable for and just doesn't care about doing it.
He blames his dead sister. He blames his 5-year-old mother. He blamed his dead father. He's blamed people that he hasn't seen in 30 fucking years. He blames you. He blames me. He blames Kenny KPZ. He blames literally everybody in the world for all of his misgivings and fuck-ups, you know?
Anyone but himself.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, when he got kicked out of the army, you know, the government was like, hey, we need this guy, you know?
Has Vaughn responded to the accusations? No, this is him basically responding to, I mean, this is the closest... Because I don't think he's ever addressed. He always buries like the actual accusations people bring up about him from years and years ago. He never talks about those. But this is him trying to address. He said something really weird about one of Shanny's children, and now he's just doubling down and being like, "What? It looked like an adult. It looked like an adult." To me.
Look at the beginning of his video when he's got that young female-looking cat person in a clock.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
That's creepy, huh? And then lies and then it's like he's
Well, here's the thing, all right? A lot of things that I wouldn't look at in a creepy context because of how creepy Vaughn is, I'm forced to look at it by default through that creepy context. So even where there might not be something, I'm going to look at something Vaughn's doing and I'm just going to be inclined to think, maybe he's being creepy because he just has such a history of constantly being creepy all the time.
He's just creepy as fuck. And
he's
when
creepy,
you have
he's stinky.
No self-awareness or just... You've been watching the Geek Room a lot lately, Super Inhuman. You know, well, that's your fault.
Wow. No, it's a fun time.
It's a fun time, but you'll be warped.
I've been helping out with the Geek Room. I
see that. You seem to always like to pin that fucking comment, you know, on the top of the fucking chat and everything like that. So I've got to unpin it so I can see the first comment.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Wow, that is annoying. God, I didn't even think about that. Shit. Fuck. All right, maybe we'll see. I'll do something else. Anyway.
It doesn't bother. I'm just kidding. It's like, I always tell it's like, oh, he's always got to be first, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, I set up the streams. I know.
Yeah. It's just like, because you see a lot of chats, you know, somebody's going to have a stream in like 6 hours, right? And somebody will write first, you know?
Yeah.
Go to the Geek Room and there's Anna Hayden, you know, like, hey, be sure to hit the like button, folks. It's like, God damn it.
At least don't say first. That's true.
Yeah, that's true. Creep's
Right.
got to be creepy. Yeah, geez.
Hey, that's what Vaughn does.
You know, I mean, anybody can say anything about anything, right? But unless...
Wow, what a meaningless statement. I mean, yeah, anyone can say anything about
People
anything.
can say words whenever they want to say words.
Whoa, that was a bold, like, intellectual statement that you just made there, Grampy. I'm Jesus Christ.
Words can mean words, you know. I mean,
Holy shit. Are you serious?
things can mean stuff too.
I'm gonna be honest, I never looked at it like that until just
You
now.
know what? I gotta tell you something right now. You need some intellectual in here. You need Todd. I'm serious, man.
Todd should come on here sometime.
Todd should, you know, because you know, Todd, I don't know if you remember this, but because you're young, but Todd ran for office last year, and a lot of people voted for Todd. Todd ran for office, you know, because he's got that face, you know, that you just want to vote for.
Yeah.
Plus, he's got a tuba, and he can rap.
yeah.
And but you know, it was a close election. Todd was heartbroken. Todd really wanted to get elected. You know, he put a lot of effort into it, and Todd's been having some problems lately and stuff. And I just thought maybe if Todd, you know, maybe needed a chance to just vent a little bit, you know, about losing the election, you know. And he'll be back, folks. But
the election.
Yeah, the election. We wanted Todd in, but anyway, sorry about that.
Damn.
Hey, I'll be with Todd.
Right.
I'm not sure if that might have irritated. Oh God, Tad and Jetta, Billy's in the fucking room again. But speaking of which, I'll be right back. I'll be right back in just a minute.
All right, cool. What's up, Billy? Hope you're doing well, dude.
Unless you know what the fuck you're talking about, it's all hearsay anyway.
Hearsay.
But the funny part about it is that I'm actually, what I saw of that individual, I saw him going up the stairs, and then I saw a black cat coming down the stairs, and I made a joke to Brett. I said, yeah, maybe it was a witch because she turned into a cat.
Is that supposed to make me any more amused? Because I'm not. Like, what? That's just a complete non sequitur. Okay, so you're telling me that you made not just you made a creepy observation about it, then you made an unfunny observation about it. How is the unfunny observation supposed to make the creepy one okay? You grasping at straws, dude.
I was joking about the fucking shit. I wasn't serious about anything. This bitch getting on a fucking camera and saying that I had sexual relations with her goddamn boy is a bunch of shit.
She never said that. She never fucking said that. I can't believe you're making me do this. I can't. She never fucking said that. And you know what? Oh my God. I can't believe I'm saying. I don't think she would. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she would. But like, I feel like maybe even she is above like making that shit up about you. Because it seems like Rev and Shanny, they genuinely like you, Vaughn. Like, they would not just... Like, Rev was literally giving you, like, things to make up to, like, get out of this. He was literally, like, giving you, like, you know, just say you were too high or you're too drunk. They want to get you out of this, and you're doing everything you can to fuck yourself in the ass. It's like, no, she did not say that. She probably wouldn't say that, at least not about you. I guarantee she'd probably make shit up about people she doesn't like anything. I guarantee you she'd do that because I've seen her do that. But she actually seems to like you, so no, she won't make up shit about you. That's the one thing that she seems to do until she hates you, maybe eventually. But I don't know. For some reason, maybe it's some type of weird Stockholm syndrome. But I don't know. It seems like even though you've done like one of the most reprehensible things I've ever seen you do, one thing that should piss off both of these two if they consider themselves parents. They just don't even give a shit. It seems like they're just... Shanny seems to be going a little bit harder. Maybe that's because she actually had those kids come the fuck out of her. So she's a little bit more attached to them. But Rev just doesn't give a shit at all. He's literally giving you advice to get out of this. So... Has he said anything about Rev's video yet? No, I don't believe so. He only addresses Shanny he plays Shanny's video at the start of this, and then he addresses that. But I don't think he said anything about Rev's video.
And I don't take that very kindly, Shanny. Who's the fucking perv now, Shanny? Where the fuck did that come from?
I mean, Shanny is also the pervert, but you definitely fucking are as well. That doesn't change anything. And also, like I said, Shanny didn't say that. Like, she's a pervert for other reasons. The fact that she tried to fuck Jason while he had wet brain, and all the other bullshit that she had him do while he had fucking wet brain. Sorry, I'm stoned out of my gourd. The only way I can deal with Vaughn. Rev made a video after this calling Vaughn a map. Oh my God.
It come inside your fucking brain. That's where it come from. Because it sure didn't come out of my lips. That come out of your brain. So why are you thinking that thought, Shanny? Because I thought it was a goddamn runner. That's who I thought it was. I had no idea your children were fucking 6 goddamn feet tall. When some,
I mean, you don't even know that to be true. Like, what? Where the fuck did that come from? 6 goddamn feet tall. What? Can you, like, prove it?
somebody says child, I think of a toddler. Or I think of maybe a little 5-year-old or some shit. I don't think of somebody that's 6 goddamn feet tall. When I think of children, I don't think of 6 feet tall individuals. Shanny, you dumb fucking bitch.
You're calling her the dumb fucking bitch? You just made one of the stupidest mistakes I've ever seen you made. You're calling her dumb. You're putting it on her. You're mad at her for being just the little bit peeved off that she is about you saying this fucked up shit about her own children? Are you fucking serious, dude? Are you fucking serious? Dude, take the L. Take the L for once in your life. There's no way out of this. You're not going to dig your way out. You're just digging yourself a grave.
Sitting there trying to claim I'm a goddamn perv. Why didn't you open up your fucking mouth in that video and say that was your child? Why didn't Rev open up his mouth and say he's on camera? Why didn't he open up his mouth and say, hey, man, that's...
The children have specifically asked them not to address them on streams. I didn't even think about that when I was covering this with Tav, but their children have specifically mentioned, I'm sure they won't honor this, I'm sure they don't honor this, but it's like, I've heard one of their kids specifically say, please don't mention me on your streams, don't bring my personal life into your streams. And the fact that Rev didn't do that, if anything, is a good thing. And the fact that Von Helton's trying to get them to do that is really fucked up, messed up, and wrong. Damn, I feel really bad for these children to not only have to have this really creepy weirdo, like, and now they're the center of this whole conversation, which is really unfortunate and weird because I know for a fact that they don't want to be involved. It's really fucked up, and that's a really fucked up thing that bothers me. That's why I'm so irate about this situation, because Stinky is just like, he's doubling down.
Kid, just ignore him. That's what normal people do. Normal people, when they see their kid on camera, they say, oh, just ignore my kid. You know, that's what normal people do. Now,
normal people don't hit on random people.
From normal. But, you know, I mean, usually, you know, when you see your kid on camera, you're going to say something. Typically, normal people do that. But the fact that you actually went there immediately with the pedophilia shit, that come out of your fucking brain, sweetheart, not out of my lips. Because I thought that was
It didn't come out of Shanny's brain. It's come out of multiple people's it didn't come out of anyone's goddamn brain. You've been shown to do this type of creepy, weird shit for years and years. It didn't come out of anyone's brain. But a lot of people have acknowledged it and talked about it because it's probably fucking true. In fact, there's some examples that we know for a fact are goddamn true. Including this example right here. Like, it happened on camera. Like, this is one of the most blatant examples I've seen. Because this one's out there and so fucking obvious. So in this case, I mean, it's undeniable, Von Helton. You're a fucking creepy weirdo. And you vocally acknowledged that you found someone attractive that you should not have found attractive at all. And it's really weird that you even had the thought fucking cross your mind to begin with. Jesus fucking Christ. I think we're ignoring the larger issue here. Rev and Shanny have said they aren't allowed upstairs. Wow. That's fucked up, but unsurprising. I wish I could say I was surprised, right?
Fucking Renner. That's who I thought that was. Because when somebody tells me they have kids, I don't expect them to be 6 fucking feet tall. I expect them to be about that tall, maybe a foot or two. I don't expect them to be 6 foot tall. That sure didn't look like no minor to me. Minors usually aren't 6 foot tall.
What kind of an argument is this? All right, he's just going around in circles, so I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it here. That's enough of this story, okay? That's enough of this goddamn story. What kind of argument is that? That's the argument that he keeps making. It's like, it didn't look like a fucking child to me. It's like, dude, oh my God. That's literally like the libertarian meme argument of like, what if the child consents? That's literally the argument that Von Helton's making right now. It's on that level. If not if not even more fucking laughable, because at least, like, I don't think anyone's actually made that other argument unironically, or I'm sure maybe one or two fucking dumbasses have, but Von Helton, what you're saying is actually something that you genuinely believe. You genuinely believe that bullshit. So, this makes it even worse. It makes it even worse. Somehow you found a way to be even worse, dumbass. All right, I've enough talking about Vaughn. There's something else I want to make fun of. I want to make fun of something else. Because Lord of Patriarchy has merchandise, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, Lord of Patriarchy has merchandise. I don't have to share audio for this one, but whatever. I guess I will anyway. All right, look at this. You guys know Lord of Patriarchy, right? The dude that we talk about occasionally on this show. I just learned recently that he has a YouTube merch store, and
Lord of Patriarchy. Oh my god.
Yeah. I wrapped up the stinky thing because he was just gumming on in circles.
Oh yeah. But I think Rick Zilla covered it anyway. So.
Oh yeah, that's all right. Yeah, Rick Zilla covered it anyway. We did talk about it on Tab's stream as well. If you guys want to go check that out, we talked about it in detail here. We talked about it in detail there too. You guys can go check that out if you want some more info. Also, we got 35 people watching right now. I don't like to bring this up usually, but hey, if you guys want to drop a like, it helps out a whole lot. Helps me get out there on the YouTube algorithm and shit. And but yeah, here's some of Lord of Patriarchy's merch. Working to repeal the 19th since 1920. Look, I'm pretty sure he's not. I don't know why the fuck it says 1920. I'm pretty sure he's not that old, unless I'm mistaken. I don't think he's. How old would that make him? Oh yeah, fucking 100 years old. I don't think he's about 100 years old.
101, yeah.
Yeah, 101 years old. I don't think he's 101 years old. Is this like some stock image that he just like clipped off the internet and is trying to sell as his own? Because like, why else? Also, what the fuck's this? Who the fuck's gonna buy Lord of Patriarchy merchandise for their fucking child? Why is there a bear on there at 2017? Lord of... What the fuck is this?
That's some a onesie. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's a baby premium onesie. It's premium. What the fuck is this? This is the weirdest shit ever. Did he just like throw this together in like 5 minutes or something?
Well, to be honest, you can actually get a GrampyLobster onesie at my merch store. So
at least you actually have fans. Like, you know? Okay, this is a pretty cool design, aside from, like, the Lord of Patriarchy part. It's pretty cool design, but, like, it's got Lord of Patriarchy on there, so I'm not going to fucking buy it.
You're a hater.
This is fucking terrible.
I want one of those coffee cups, man. Those are cool.
Wait, yeah, someone just brought... Yeah, wait, anti-suffrage. Yeah, is that what this is about?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my god, you're right. That is anti-suffragist.
That's what I was...
Oh my god, I'm sorry. That completely went over my head. I'm sorry. I'm stoned out of my gourd.
At least it doesn't say even babies know LOP has a baby carrot. Panda, how you doing?
Oh my god. See, that would actually be some fucking more worthwhile merchandise. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god. Lord of Patriarchy. Working to repeal the 19th since 1920. That was before you were even born, dumbass. God, you're dumb as fuck. You are so fucking stupid. Dude, you're fucking dumb. Sorry, I just had to I felt the need to just say that. He really pisses me off sometimes.
Billy's harassing me in the side chat.
His hairline is 101. How do you know he's talking about you?
Oh, was he talking about me?
No, he's talking about Lord of Patriarchy.
Billy's making me nervous. He's looking at me funny.
Oh, okay. So,
Billy wants to see my peen.
I want to talk about something real fast. A couple other things. Now, I don't know. You probably I don't know, because you probably don't know anything about Twitch or anything like that, right? You probably don't care about that shit.
No, I just watch Stinky when he's on Twitch sometimes.
Well, something interesting happened in that. So someone got banned. So you might at least have something to say about this, because someone got banned from a video game for a very, very strange reason. By a game by Amazon. Good old fucking corporate Amazon. Let me share my screen right now. So there's a Twitch streamer by the name of AnnieFuchsia, and she was playing the beta for a game called New World. She was trying out a new game. It was called New World, and she got banned in the game after milking a goddamn cow. This message came up, misspelled by the way, just after she milked a cow on stream, and it said permanent ban. Your account has been permanently banned. Code of conduct. View code of conduct. If you believe you have received this penalty in error, you may appeal it. So this didn't even spell it properly. She got banned from a video game on stream
For milking a cow. Okay.
for milking a cow. Yeah.
Okay, now milking a cow
In the video game.
Okay, now milking an actual cow or like making fun of a lulz cow, like milking like.
No, okay, she was milking a cow like in a video game. She was actually just milking a cow, not a lol cow, a literal cow.
Dirty. Oh my god, squeezing cow boobs.
Yeah. Oh my
porn.
god.
Oh my god. What is this? What is Twitch turning into? Pornhub?
Yeah.
I mean.
Okay, well, I mean, it's a mechanic in the game because you have to milk the cow to get the milk, right? Then you drink the milk, and it's like. Or you combine the milk with other stuff. It's trying to be realistic. It's an MMO game, like a massive multiplayer game. It's trying to be like somewhat realistic, in that you go around and you collect supplies, and trying to be like I guess not like a life simulator, but an immersive RPG, to put it simply. And yeah, so you go and you milk the cow as you would to get milk, because that's just kind of what you do. And she ended up getting banned for it.
So.
And so another streamer friend of hers ended up reaching out to her, and he ended up reaching out to the company. He ended up reaching out to Amazon. And apparently a representative explained that it was a mistake. It was like some type of misunderstanding or something like that. But this is not a good first impression of a video game. Look, beta or not, if someone's getting banned by accident, like a major streamer, just for milking a cow, what if someone did this out of like spite or malicious intent? You know what I mean? Like, what if someone really doesn't like this person and they were just like, oh wow, you milked a cow, that's lewd.
I mean, I can understand if they were trying to milk an almond.
Yeah, maybe
they were trying to, I mean, was she saying like naughty things when she was like pulling on said udders? Or
no. I can watch the clip real fast. It's
okay.
Short. It's very short.
Oh god, Stinky would be fucking perving on this right now. Oh, I didn't bring him up.
It didn't seem like she was even really saying anything. Yeah, she wasn't even saying anything while she was doing it. And then it just comes up and it says permanent ban. Oh, wow. Jesus Christ.
That dirty whore.
Yeah,
she was asking for it. That cow was a slut. You know what I mean? That cow was all dressed all provocative and everything like that. And she was turned on. She should have been banned.
Honestly, I just wanted to talk about that because I don't watch many Twitch streamers, but Annie's really nice. And she's the last person who deserves to get banned from anything. Like, she's just really fucking chill and nice. So... yeah, don't ban people for milking cows. I guess that needs to be said. Amazon, if you want to make a good impression on your new MMO, maybe don't ban a major streamer, accidental or not. I'm not sure. I believe it's an accident. But,
hey, have you ever heard of the streamer Sweet Anita?
Sweet Anita, never.
Yeah, she's a young lady that has Tourette's, and she's really funny, and she has fun with her Tourette's, and she says some really her Tourette's goes crazy sometimes. But it's cute. And she's got like hundreds of thousands. I mean, she's really popular. I'll watch it sometimes just because somebody will ask her a question, and her tics and the shit that comes out of her mouth sometimes is funny. But she also has a sense of humor about it. But she's been demonetized and a few times by different stream platforms.
Well, because like that's the problem, right? These algorithms, they're not considerate to the individual. They're not, especially not people's, like, in some cases, medical conditions and shit like that, like shit that they have to live with in their everyday lives. The algorithm doesn't give a shit. It's really fucked up. It's really messed up. It's like, people like that, they're probably already, having to deal with enough fucking bullshit. They're already having to, like, carry enough fucking shit from day to day. Because of the issues that they have, they don't need to be beat down by the YouTube algorithm and fucked with and demonetized and potentially fucking flagged down wrongfully just for something that they can't help. It's wrong. But YouTube doesn't care. YouTube doesn't care about the individual. They don't care about anybody if they're disabled or otherwise. They don't give a shit about the common man. They don't care about the creator. All they care about is making money. Dumbasses.
Well, you know who the real victim is, don't you?
Who? Oh, Vaughn.
Helton.
Yeah. I thought about it for 1 second. I was like, who the fuck's it going to be? Oh, yeah, it's always Vaughn, right? Yeah, it's Always fun. All right. I'm gonna bring something up real fast because
And Gavin Kit Kat, he's a boy.
he's a boy. Yeah, he's a boy. Sorry, it went silent for a second because I was doing a smoke. I
Oh,
want
no
to.
problem. Go ahead.
That's fine. I want to talk about something real fast. Because I've got an interesting take, and look. This is from like a month ago, but I looked into it recently, and this information is not out of date. Like this is still, this is still basically in limbo. McDonald's to continue to pause on dining room reopenings will require customers to wear masks. So McDonald's has still not opened up their fucking lobbies and their dining rooms. And look, this is kind of an issue for me, and I feel like it's kind of a class issue that I feel is not being talked about because. Look, not everyone. Some people can't drive, first of all, because some people are disabled and they can't drive, and other people they can't afford a car, or they can't afford to always go out to fucking eat. Some people they get around by bicycle, or they have to fucking walk around, or whatever. And there's no way, like you can't even go into like the lobby with a mask. You can't even go into the McDonald's lobbies with a mask where I'm at and like go order food and take it out. You can't even do that. The lobbies are entirely closed. Yeah, you can't go in it. Yeah, in my state, yeah, you can't go into the lobbies and order shit.
Well,
so
here you can go in, but I don't think the dining room itself is open.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't have an issue with the fact that like I can't dine, like I can't stay in there. I don't know. I still think you should be able to do that if you're wearing a goddamn mask. But
yeah, but and Adam made a good point right now. And my wife actually came home this morning. She brought home coffee and donuts, and I've got this maple cinnamon thing that's just staring at me right now. That's all messy, but
McD's can't hire enough people to open lobbies. That's a fair point.
Lot of places, I mean, like Dunkin' Donuts this morning, their lobby was, or their you could walk in, but it was so fucking busy. I mean,
but you know what?
And they're hiring a lot of new people because a lot of places cannot get anybody to come to work, period.
And that's a lot of that's on these companies, though, because they need to offer more incentives, especially during these times, for people to sign up and actually, like I have seen some companies around here get really fucking desperate to the point where they're just like, they're putting up on their billboards, like starting with $15 an hour and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like it's starting to become a thing. It's starting to have an impact, especially with the protests at Frito-Lay and shit like that. I feel like there actually is like starting to be some worker solidarity going on in this country again.
Clay County hires people in jail on good behavior. I believe it. But there's a lot of places around. I mean, I can't say every place around here, but every place around here is fucking hiring. I mean, we've got recycling places, and you can be dumber than a board and make $10 an hour. Yeah, just sorting glass or something at a recycling place around here. You can, plus a lot of people, probably, I know the last place you really want to work is at a Dunkin' Donuts or a McDonald's, but
if they start offering better fucking incentives, better pay, then that's not gonna that's the fucking thing about these companies, right? They should want to dismantle that idea that working at their fucking place is like a terrible job choice or whatever. Even if in actuality it is, they should at least want to make it like a decent option for people. You know what I mean? Something you can live off of, right?
Yeah, sometimes a few incentives,
and if they did that, if they had more workers, if they had happier workers, they'd have a much better reputation. They would. Yeah.
No, I agree. I mean, a lot of places, you can't hire everybody, and a lot of times it's a privilege to work somewhere. I get that or whatever because they're not going to hire everybody. But a lot of times, I think they should make, I don't know, friendlier to employees. Like, hey, we're really glad you work here. And even if like bonuses or incentives. And some people don't need incentives, but they like incentives. Some people need an incentive, whether it's, employee of the week and a $25 gift card from Dunkin' Donuts, or an extra, the good parking space for a month or some shit, or like Christmas bonuses. It's just whatever,
Yeah. Superhuman says Walmart hasn't even tried. We're literally in chaos. Of course they haven't. They're literally in chaos right now and have a staff of 3 most days. Anytime where we've asked for a raise, they get snarky. Well, here's the fucking thing, and someone like him is gonna be in an awkward position, like where they can't really. Normally, I'd just say fucking walk and look for somewhere better, right? But someone, I get, he's got a fucking family, he's got to take care of that shit and prioritize that shit. So I understand someone in that situation, but most of the time, that's what people who don't have that type of obligation are doing. They're fucking walking. They're just gonna walk. They're like, what's the fucking incentive for them to stay there? They can probably go somewhere that's going to offer them something better, somewhere that's more desperate because they're actually being brought on during this pandemic. Like, now's probably a really good time to get that type of job, honestly. That's probably a good time.
That can also be a double-edged sword, what's going on right now. Because a lot of people, and I was guilty of it, like going for a better job, always going for a better job, and that's good to do if you don't do it a lot. Like, eventually, people are like, well, you've had 6 jobs in the last 4 years. And I'm like, yeah, but every time I've made more money, got better benefits, right? And they're like, well, yeah, but you tend to do that a lot. So what happens when somebody offers you something else the next time? You know what I mean? You can burn bridges just as fast as you can, Real PSA, if you are feeding your penguins week-old fish they know, for just 35 cents a day, you can make Anna give Megan fresh fish.
Yeah, I've got a question for you, Billy. What's this thing in our agreement where I have to wear a penguin costume? What's that? Like, I'm not wearing a fucking penguin costume. Also, thank you for the...
I've worn a penguin costume before, actually. So
thank you for the $5, Billy. Thank you very much.
Billy's humble.
All right, but in summary, the only thing that really pisses me off is because I said, around me at least, the McDonald's, they only offer drive-through and delivery, and I'm not gonna pay those fucking outrageous delivery fees.
$20.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? They should have an option that I should be able to go up to I don't know. I should be able to go up to the door in my mask. I don't have to even go inside if they don't want. They should just have someone on hand who can come out and hand me my fucking food. They should have that be an option for people who have bikes, and I'm sure they have that in big cities an option because they lose so much money because so many people don't have a car in big cities.
Yeah.
So I'm probably just getting neglected because I live in a town.
Well, that's your fault, man. Move to the big city. Yeah.
The big city.
But there are also people who thought they couldn't get more than a retail and learned they could during COVID and fill jobs. Also, the one thing that's a good comment. A lot of people have learned alternative forms of supplemental income.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, a lot of businesses have started up during COVID. People have gotten creative.
That's true. There has been some good things to come out of the pandemic in that regard, but that's always how things are going to be. In the face of any fucking disaster and bullshit, there's always going to be some people who are pushed to their limits to the point where they have to do something. That's why there's always a bunch of technological advancements during times of warfare, because during times of strife and shit like that, people tend to get their most creative and inventive. It seems like anyone.
And speaking of creativity, Rev showed his butthole. He thought that was going to make him some money.
That's not creative.
I thought that was... When I saw that picture, all I could think of was the conversation that Shanny probably had with Rev, right before that was taken. Shanny was like, Rev, why don't you pull your pants down and show everybody your asshole?
Amazon is hiring. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she actually just asked, and he was like, okay. Are you serious?
Yeah, and Rev's like, yeah, we already did porn. I'll show everybody my butthole. And that was a lazy butthole. Looks like some things have been...
A lazy butthole. Is that like the lazy river of buttholes?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's all stretched out and shit. It looked to me like, it had been... well, he said he likes to be violated in his asshole.
No, he says he wanted to be, so that implies
he wanted to be, which probably means he has been.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably since then. I don't know how long ago that was. But
Shanny probably put shut up. I don't know.
All right, yeah, let's not get into that. Let's not get into that. All right. I think that's gonna be a stream. I think that's gonna be a stream. That's everything I wanted to talk about, at least. I wasn't expecting to have you on for so long, but I really appreciate having you on. It was fun.
No, I appreciate it. I woke up this morning and got high and had some coffee, and the wife came home with some Dunkin' Donuts and some donuts, and
fuck yeah, I love fucking Dunkin'. Dunkin's good.
You know, you live in Massachusetts, don't you?
Yeah, I'm from Massachusetts.
Okay, you know Honeydew Donuts.
Yeah, Honeydew is pretty good too.
Yeah, see, what I like, and out here it's a thing. You go to Dunkin' Donuts for the coffee, and you go to Honeydew for the donuts.
Honeydew has better donuts here.
Yeah, and they do have some of their drinks are okay, but just don't go to Mary Lou's coffee. That's the nastiest. Have you heard of Mary Lou's? Oh my God, it's the stuff out here. Like, look, I love coffee, right? I'll go to Cumberland Farms, get 99 cents iced coffee, big coffee, make it the way I want it with tons of fucking extra, all that shit. But they've got this stuff that's called Mary Lou's coffee. It's they have them at a few gas stations, and there's a few other places. And that is the only coffee, that and the Coffee Connection, that I just, we got it. And I was like, that was coffee that I wanted to return because I just thought it was that bad. It just sucked.
Damn. I'm not that picky about coffee, but I don't know.
I'm not either, but I'm not going to drink a shitty cup of coffee.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I have standards.
Yeah. The only time I've ever had a shitty cup of coffee is I went to Cumbies once, and it was like the most watered down, insulting thing I've ever had in my entire life. It's like they must not have fucking changed that machine or something.
Cumby. They got you can put a lot of fucking extra caffeine. You get those
I love fucking Cumbies, but
it's like the Wawa. Billy talks about Wawa.
Yeah, no, you're right. It is kind of like Wawa's.
Yeah, Billy's never been to Cumberland Farms.
Yeah, Cumbies is fucking better. I've never been to a Wawa's, but
I remember Wawa in Baltimore.
Really?
Yeah, Wawa's gotten better. Wawa used to be like little dumps, but
Cumbies is better though.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks for everyone for. We just rambled on for something that only like a small percentage of people are actually gonna understand, like a little slice of New England culture. That's why I like talking to you though, because you get it. You fucking get it.
Oh, that's why I love it out here. I hated it for the first few years because it's different and weird, and everybody's angry and different and stuff. Yeah. But now, man, it's like, God, I don't know if I would want to live anywhere else.
No,
sure, I'd like to go back to Oregon, but yeah, I don't know if you do you remember Nadia?
I don't remember her. No.
Okay, Nadia was, how do you explain Nadia? Transgender was, Anyway, Rev really had a thing for Nadia. And Rev wanted to get pegged by Nadia. Rev used to give Nadia a lot of attention, a lot of money, and then all of a sudden Rev would get all upset and drunk one night and go, Nadia, you're really a man, right? Because he struggles. I think Rev struggles with what he likes, like when he talks about like he was jerking off to Japanese anime,
like
anti-rape porn and shit. It's like, really, dude?
I definitely don't think it makes it acceptable, but I think it's the result of a lot of repressed sexuality. Yeah, I think he's just denying a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Like,
but yeah, he had a thing for Nadia, which whatever, I mean, I'm not judging. I mean that by itself, but to people that remember that's why a lot of this shit is weird with Rev, because the way he talks and then the way he, his fantasies or fetishes, Yeah,
didn't Shanny bring up when they were fighting about like how he's been watching like weird
Japanese anti-rape porn?
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's like, really? Is that like tentacle porn? I don't know. I'm not into.
I'm pretty sure that's it's like tentacle porn basically.
Oh God, somebody showed me that one time, and I'm like, really, people? Come on, there's Pornhub, and you're gonna watch this?
That's the weird thing. It's like Rev's into that. It's like, what about this is like your what about this is like your thing, like your main thing that like really is like appealing to you? I don't get that. That's what I don't understand. You know what I mean?
You know what I've always wanted to hear? I mean, and I probably want to hear it till I hear it, but get Von Helton's room mic'd up so when he's playing Skyrim and
he busts a nut.
Yeah, and he's perving and stuff like that. I want to hear the way he talks. You know, like, come here, you whore. You know, or
yeah.
I want to hear stinky, dirty talk when he's into the Skyrim and he's got the horse vagina mods and the dogs coming after kid. You know what I'm saying? When he's got his mods, just because he said in that one video, that
he's got his horse dong mod. I know that.
Yeah, his the way the adult games that he plays are not for kids and stuff, and there's a lot of, because the women even lactate and ovulate and have periods, and which would always be fun. I mean, when you have to simulate a woman menstruating, or I mean, how do you do that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, and why?
This is devolving off.
I mean, if you've ever lived no, I know it is, but Futanari, yep, revs into Futanari. Thank you.
Yeah, that's like a really niche hentai thing. Yeah.
But it's Japanese, and it's Japan. They've been giving us weird shit since 1956, man.
Hey, and they're not done.
No, they started off with Godzilla, and Rodan, and then they went into.
I would say they started off with imperialism. That was pretty weird.
Well, yeah. I mean, that had its, moment.
All right. Well.
And with that, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Anytime, yeah. Go check out GrampyLobster. He's a good dude. When I'm gonna go add the timestamps afterwards so people can watch in the VOD, and I'll include your channel in the link below. Yeah.
I appreciate it, man. And
Anytime.
remember, folks, if you're needing a Grampy, if you don't have, or if yours don't have one, or whatever the fuck, if you go to my channel for $2.99 a month, folks, I will be your Grampy. We're back up to 40, folks. We're back up to 40. $2.99, folks. Our goal is 50. That'll make an old man happy. Yeah. So I can tell people that I actually have 50 grandkids. That's just my goal in life, folks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Yeah, go check out GrampyLobster. Drop a like if you like this shit. You guys can support us a variety of ways down below. Go check out that shit. GrampyLobster's channel will be down below. Thank you again for joining me. And as always, guys, you guys stay toasty. And I don't know. I might be back tonight. I might do another stream tonight if I can find some other stuff to talk about. You guys stay tuned, and see you guys next time.